Good morning, welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. Now, I have to be honest with you, this is my second attempt at recording it. The reason being is that I just did a 30-minute episode, however, somebody didn't turn the webcam on. Bollocks. So I'm redoing it again. So I've warmed up now, I did have me a cap on in here, it was absolutely freezing, and I did start recording this at 5 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 6:30. So it is what it is. So let's do this properly. Welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat, and we will be discussing today. Number one, today is a flying day. Now, you might notice that I'm in a rather excitable mood. And the reason why I'm in a very excitable mood is because, let me just do a little spoiler for you. You ready? Steady? And I joke that sometimes I'm aged 12 and 1/4. Yes, today I am aged 12 and 1/4 because da-da-da! We will find out what's in that parcel in a few moments' time. So that's the topic of today. So yes, I've been coding my arse off all week and it's time for a break. The weather is good today. Dave's coming over here in a bit and we will be going out flying. I will be testing out the new 5200 milliampere forest packs. So you saw those being delivered earlier this week. And that reminds me, I really do need to downsize the propeller which I'm using on the FX61. Oh, I got a fake SunnySky motor from eBay. That's the topic of discussion today. No new Hobby King deals. Yeah, turning out to be a bit of a flop so far. The Talon build is progressing. Special notes on that one. Good news, good news. We'll get to that in a moment. What else we got on the topic? Oh, Hammy and his interference lines. We will bring that up as a topic today. No hole in my doodah. I got my little doodah on my desk. How annoying was that? And Gearbest. I'm looking at my other screen. Gearbest did get in touch about their 11/11 offer, or their deals page. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But I'd like to go off on a slightly different tangent and share with you the items which I've personally bought from Gearbest, and we will do that at the end of this episode. And what else we got? Oh, that's it. Oh, and also actually there was an 11th item, is that I do need a bigger, better charger to be charging up these 5200 milliampere batteries. If anybody's got a good suggestion on a charger, that will be a question into tomorrow's RC Coffee Chat. Okay, because it's supposed to be chucking it down tomorrow here in the United Kingdom, well, in Bristol anyway, so it's definitely not a flying day tomorrow, and that's probably why I'm really excited about today. Because there's good news, good news. We'll get to that in a moment. So, I'm like a child at Christmas, I really am. And I make no apologies for it. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Number one topic. Today is a flying day, and I will be testing out those 5200 milliampere battery packs. It may also be a special flying day because we have a special product turning up with me today. And yeah, I've been coding my arse off all week, and it's time for a break. The weather is good. It's a bit on the nippy side. Like I said, I had me out on here in my office here this morning. It's been a bit nippy out there. But there's supposed to be a bit of sunshine and stuff, so happy days. And tomorrow the weather's pants. Sunday's looking pretty good so far as well. So that was my 4000, yeah, the packs, and I do need to downsize the propeller for that one. Oh yeah, how goddamn annoying! I got a fake motor off eBay. Now, should I be shocked that I got a fake product off eBay? It's the first fake I've had. I've bought quite a lot off eBay, to be fair. Now, where is it? I've got it here next to me. And the reason why I know it's a fake is because I recently bought a really some 1250 kV motors off, Banggood. And they came in a fantastic little box. And I don't know what I've done with the cardboard header now. But the biggest giveaway, actually, was that the motor turned up in a bag with all the little bits just stuffed in there, and this little cardboard header on the top. And I thought, hang on, I got this motor off Banggood a couple of days ago and it came in a box and everything was in a nice thick plastic bag, and yeah, everything was of an excellent quality. So, oh, there's the little cardboard header. It came like that. Let me pop that on there so you can see. So that's how it came, was in a bag like that. So immediately alarm bells went off. And then after feeling a real one, is that I had this one here in my hands, and it's just, you can't put like your finger on it specifically, but it just felt different, and it just feels different compared to an original one. Now, something I also noticed is that I've got is that the real one? No, that's the other fake one. I've got a real one here. Now, you definitely won't be able to see this on the camera. Is that one thing which I noticed is the labeling. I'll do this. I've got this in a separate mail episode, which I'll publish as soon as I can. But the one on the right is the real one, and the one on the left is the fake one. And I really don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, but the letter spacing in the SunnySky brand name is different between the two. In the fake one, it's much, much wider. Now, it is kind of hard to tell the difference, but like I said, alarm bells went off when it came with that little plastic, with the cardboard in a separate bag. And also, let me keep this on topic for you. The first thing which I noticed is on the leads is that these do say 18 AWG 200 degrees C. This is the fake one, and there's no SunnySky. On the original one, it says SunnySky on their cables. So that really did like confirm it. Also, what I noticed was in the parts which I received is the screws. They felt lighter and they felt cheaper, if that makes sense. After having an original one like that, and the components which came with it, not only were in a separate separate bags, really nice thick plastic bags, is that the screws which came with it were of a really good quality. These are not. They feel like that cheap tinny material. So yeah, I've got a dispute open now on eBay. I have actually left a review on that one, which hasn't been published yet, which is no real surprise there. So I don't know what to do about those motors. Let's be fair here, okay? It looks like a motor, it smells like a motor, and it spins like a motor. Chances are it's going to spin like a motor. But what would you do in this instance? I am 99% sure that's a fake one, okay? Would you even dare put that in a model? What would you do? I don't know. Let me know in the comments section underneath this video. So yeah, not impressed with that one. I'll put a link to this one in the video description so you can avoid it. It was definitely fake. Oh, and by the way, the seller has been very crafty in what they've done. In all of the images, they have done their best to hide the cables in those pictures. If you go and check off and look on an authentic SunnySky motor, in the actual cables itself, you have SunnySky written on the actual, like on the blue, the black, and the red cable as shown in the picture. You have SunnySky written on there. In all their pictures, they've done their best to hide that there isn't SunnySky on that cable. Work that one out. So yeah, not impressed with that one. Would you put that in one of your models? I don't know. Next topic, Hobby King deals. What a bit of a flop. I'm just going to reload the page like now an hour on to see if there's any no new deals. Bit of a flop. And thanks guys, you bought all of the EDF ESCs. They're now sold out. Next topic which we've got. Oh, the Talon build is progressing. I must, if I get time today, and again I didn't have time yesterday. I've work's busy at the moment, and that's why I'm going to take a break today, because I've just been so busy with coding. Is that I will, my next step which I need to get sorted is the vector. So the next like major part for the vector build, besides putting the motor in the back, is to get the vector sorted out. So that does mean that the vector series will progress very quickly as soon as I get some free time to do it. So yeah. Oh, also on the Talon build, Where am I now? The hull is very, very well stuck together. I've done the wings and no hole in my doodah. Yeah, I went to put the push rods in last night, and I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I'll look over there to see if you can see it, and I'll rotate it. There's no hole in there. So whoever made that one definitely had an off day. So that did make me giggle. And there is a little video on YouTube for that one. Where is the hole? I laughed my tits off on that. I really did. And I was still laughing. I'm trying not to laugh when I was trying to record it because it was very funny. I did find it most amusing. And to begin with, I thought that, oh, I've put too much thread lock on it. And I had to use a pair of pliers to move it around a bit. And I was like, trying to... Hang on, it's a dude. No good. No good at all. So that did tickle me. And if you've got 43 seconds, you should definitely go and check that episode, because I really do laugh my boobies off for the vast majority of it. Next topic is good news. Good news, ladies and gents. Let me go to this tab here. Yay. What am I so excited about this delivery for? Is because this morning, when I got up, I actually saw that one there, which was, sorry, at 3 o'clock this morning, I saw that the C1 Chaser was in the national hub. Now, I was a bit iffy. Is it going to reach, my hopes were high. Was it going to reach the Bristol North depot this morning, which it did, and now it's out for delivery. Now, I know that I am the first person on the delivery list, so I am actually keeping half an ear out for Mr. Delivery Driver, because guaranteed he will be here way before 8 o'clock this morning. So if you would like to see my first impressions on the C1 Chaser, is that I'll put the link to the Facebook group up on your screen, and sorry, the link to this will be in the video description. Is the Ragnar Nutsoff group. As soon as I've got it, photos, whatever details will be going in the Facebook group first of all. Okay, so if you'd like to see the first impressions on the C1 Chaser, they will not go on YouTube just because of practicality. Instead, they will go in the Facebook group called Rag the Nuts Off. So you won't see the page which I'm seeing. You'll see a little join button on the right there somewhere. Just hit the join button, and I will be posting photographs later this morning on the C1 Chaser. I've already been and got a motor ready for that. I've got an ESC. I've got servos out. I probably need to get a bit of Velcro out as well. I genuinely don't know what I'm getting, so I don't know if it's going to be flyable today or not. Hopefully it doesn't require too much gluing, but I do suspect the wings will need gluing on. So yeah, 50-50 if I'm going to get it in the air in time this morning, but we will see. We will see. So yeah, Matt, aged 12 and 1/4, is very excited. It's like Christmas here today because I know that I've got the C1 Chaser on the way to me. Yay! Next topic is Hammy and his interference line. So Daniel, thank you for your little tips on that one. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I don't know if you saw it in the episode yesterday night called My First Attempt to Follow in a Flying Wing with a Quadcopter plus commentary, is that I am getting quite a bit of interference lines on the camera itself. So what I will do when I finally get round to it is put a separate BEC in there and run the video system separate to the main PDB or power distribution board down at the bottom. But let's be brutally honest here. That's not going to improve my flying in a quadcopter. So I have to be brutal because I've got other things which I'd like to get done. So I will change that at some point. It just won't be immediately because I've got other things to do. And it's going to make the flying experience better, but it's really not going to improve my flying abilities. So yeah, that's on the to-do list at some point. Next one. Oh, we've already covered no hole in my doodah. There's no bloody hole in it. If you ever had one of those before. Oh, how annoying. Right, and the last topic of today is that Gearbest did get in touch yesterday and asked if I would mention their 11 of 11 sale. Now, I thought that was actually a really good idea because, to be fair here, Gearbest sent me a Runcam Swift, and I love the Runcam Swift, so I didn't want like a product which I would be like 50-50 on. I already owned a Runcam Swift, and it was the dog's nuts. So when they offered me another one to do a review on, I was like, yeah. And it's over there, sat in the Wing Z84, the Batwing thing. So, yeah, you know the challenges which I've had with iNav. So, yeah, it's kind of delayed things a bit. So when they asked, I was like, yeah, of course. You know, so let's go and have a quick look at Gearbest. Now, I am going to go off on this in a slightly different slant because you're a very capable adult or grown-up child, and you can have a look yourself to see if there's any products which you would like. And I did say that I'd take this on a slightly different slant because I'm actually going to share with you the items which I've personally purchased from Banggood, because I thought that would be a much nicer slant. So I will put links to their Gearbest pages. There's an 11 of 11 page and things like that. Oh, I did spot a little rucksack which did perk my attention, and I need to spend some more time on that one because there was a really nice video which came with that one, and I want to actually see the bag in more detail, if that makes sense. So I'm actually going to remove that one off my screen. And the reason why I'm moving it off my screen is because I do need a new rucksack to carry the stuff, the kit, to the flight line. And what I liked about, in fact, let me put that back on the screen. What I liked about that one was that there was lots of places for me to attach stuff to. So believe it or not, I do carry one of those fold-up chairs with me to the flight line. Why not? FPV in full old comfort. Happy days. Cup of coffee. Might have a vape thing next to me as well. Goggles on, and also the what do we call it? The stand as well for the diversity receiver. So if that helps me get more stuff to the flight line easier, that's happy days, because the other bag which I'm using really isn't up for it. So yeah, I need to put that to one side because I'm probably going to go and buy that one after I finish this episode. Yeah, like I said, I'll include links to this. Actually, I do want to pause for a moment. I was looking at their aeroplanes. Now, this may be a bit of a shock to you. I did have a nose around their models, and I have done over quite a period of time. Now, believe it or not, the two models which personally get me interested is these two cheaper ones. So either the Flybear FX803 or the NC 26170 little models. Now, you may be thinking, Matt, what the do you want one of these models for? And I've got to be brutally honest with you, it's not, the sun hasn't even risen here yet, but later on this morning, you remember that Flybear FX818 which you've seen me chuck off the top of my roof? You remember I was going up the scaff and then climbing on the roof and flying it off there? Is most mornings I will go out the front with a cup of coffee and fly that around the front garden. I really enjoy it. It's not particularly aerobatic, but there's nothing quite like getting a couple of figure of eight laps in and a couple of normal laps. A couple of laps that way, a couple of laps that way. Cup of coffee in one hand, a controller in the other. I don't have to drive 20 or 30 minutes to a flying site. Happy days. So to be brutally honest, I don't know which one I'm going to get, but I'm going to get one of those, and I'm going to go and order it today. And I'm going to give it to the missus so she can wrap it up and give it to me for Christmas. Because, yeah, it ain't fast, it ain't loud, but practicality is great for the location which I'm at. I don't have to drive 20 to 30 minutes to the flying site. So, yeah, for somebody who has a Facebook channel called, Facebook page called, or group called Rag the Nuts Off, these are not really meant for ragging at all. And yeah, I could probably overpower it, and that one there's begging to put a bigger motor on the front. But just on a very, very practical point of view, is something like that would be great at home for me. So, or if you've got a local park or something like that, one of those two models, yeah, I'm going to go and buy myself one of those two. Don't know which one yet. I'll pay some more attention to it. And I'll get that ordered today because I'd quite like one of those in my Christmas, in my stocking from Mrs. Santa. Happy days. Now, like I said, I was going to share with you the items which I've personally bought from Gearbest, because I thought that was a much nicer approach. You will notice the sheer amount of these chuck gliders which I've been and received and made orders for, because when this one here, I actually ordered 2 of these, and this is the current progress of the chuck glider, is that it's in pieces at the moment. But yeah, after seeing this one flying, you've seen it fly in my other episodes. What brilliant fun! But the reality is there isn't going to be a lot left of this one by the time I finished with it. So I bought 2 spares. And I did buy 2 originally, and the other one I've given to the kids. What a brilliant idea for a Christmas present. I can tell you that they've chucked that thing over 100 times. They've hit the windows, they've hit the car, they've hit the office, they've landed it on the roof, they've had it on the scarf, they've had it on the main roof, which, considering those midgets are only about that tall, how the bloody hell they got it on the roof, I really do not know. Actually, I do know, because they were stood up on the hill chucking it on down in the top. Anyway, yeah, and the only sign of wear which I've got on that one is the nose is a bit dirty from the amount of times they've stuffed it in the ground. Brilliant, brilliant. And, oh, the wife was so impressed with them. I've got my 2 spares here, which one of them is going to be a powered model, and the other one's going to be a slope soarer, ready for conversion. So that'll be a video episode sooner or later. And the missus was really impressed by them as well, about how much fun the kids were having with it. So she made me buy 4 more for the nephews. Like, a couple of quid each. I think I was buying them for like 5 quid, something like that at the time. They're about 7 quid now on Gearbest, and I think everywhere's gone up in price with the pound conversion going down the pan. But yeah, the wife made me buy 4 more for the nephews. Happy days. They're going to have so much fun. Oh, by the way, the one thing which I will do is that in the UK we use pennies, okay, not cents, is that I did stuff 2 pennies in the front, and that seemed to get the CFG spot on, so now it does fly forever, whereas before it would fly and then just go boom, boom, straight in the ground. So if you are going to buy some of these chuck gliders for the kids, do take a few moments just to cut the black canopy out, which will come out. Don't cut it all the way through, it's just a little bit of glue around the outside, and slowly tease it off. It does have 1 ball bearing in there, but 2 1p pieces, or probably cent pieces if you're in the United States or Australia or New Zealand, is that stuff that in the front, and that will give it a much better glide. And of course you can glue it back up and prepare it for abuse by the kids. So yeah, you'll notice quite a few of those on my orders page. Wingwing Z84, now that was a bargain. I've got that right here, right next to me, right now. She hasn't really moved from underneath my desk. And this one comes with a good sticker. The reason being is on Gearbest they also include a 1.3 battery in their kit. So if you look at the plug and fly versions, which you see maybe perhaps on Banggood or Hobby King, none of them include a battery, whereas the Gearbest one does. And they were on a special about 20 days ago, so I bought myself one. I think Martin's just had his delivered as well, and I've seen people posting pictures on the Facebook group about theirs being delivered as well. Yeah, I got mine here ready and waiting to get built, and that was a bit of a bargain. What did I pay? 40 quid. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, because it includes the motor, an ESC, and a battery, and 2 servos. Brilliant. Brilliant. So anyway, we've got 2 more chuck gliders. Oh yeah, these JST. So I've bought quite a few of these balance leads. Oh, I've already got them open in a tab here. One thing which I completely overlooked is that I just wanted some balance leads to make up myself some battery packs using the 18650 batteries, which are still sat on my desk. Like I said, it's been a busy day, busy week here coding. Is that what I didn't notice is that they do actually come with the female connectors as well. So I was quite happy paying £1, whatever it was, for the balance leads. I didn't expect the female connectors as well. That was a welcome bonus when they turned up, because in the original picture here, which has probably got my head sat on it in the edit, is that, yeah, I didn't see them in there. and I was quite happy to pay that for the balance leads. And unfortunately, it's not silicone wire, but it's decent wire for the money which I paid for it. And it does come with the female connectors as well. Happy days. So what else have I been buying? I bought some JST leads. I also bought some FrSky balance leads as well. That was happy days. Some more chuck gliders. Like I said, we've bought a lot of chuck gliders. It's going to be model aeroplane Christmas here for the nephews, and I'm sure the nieces will get in it on the action as well. Oh yeah, do check out on Gearbest. They've got this deals section and then a 99-cent zone. Do keep an eye on that, because, and a big hat tip, and apologies, I can't remember, I think it might have been Mr. T or somebody similar to Mr. T. No. Somebody had left me a comment on one of the episodes about these batteries being on sale, and I bought 10 of these little 400 milliamp 2S battery packs for less than, what, 76 pence, 79 pence each. Complete bargain. So yeah, do keep an eye on their 99-cent deals, because every now and again you get little offers like that turn up in it, which were a complete bargain, because they're like £5 now on Banggood. Nuts. There's my second Wing Z84. So I've only ever bought Wing Z84s from Gearbest, and she is sat over there on my desk, or on the sofa, and that's the one which I covered with the black film. So yeah, happy days on that one. An FrSky D4R2 receiver, I bought that from Banggood. Those are the ones which do CPPM, or you can use them as a 4-channel receiver. Do also note that receiver does also support telemetry as well. And the last 2 orders which we've got in there is another D4R2, and sad times. That was my original Wing Z84. Now, I don't know if you know the story about my original Wing Z84. Absolute brilliant model. We ragged, and well, I ragged and came the nuts off it, and then I decided to convert it to an FPV platform, and it flew brilliant as an FPV platform. However, one of the other pilots up at the club, I let him have a go, and she was lost. She went into a farmer's field, into thick crops, and we checked all the other fields. I spent hours looking for her, and yeah, I thought she was gone, and she was gone for a good 6, 7, maybe even 8 weeks, something ridiculous like that. And then the farmer came out to the flying site. He had found her, but unfortunately, she had been through the combine harvester. So let's take a moment to pause to remember the good times with the Wing. But don't feel too sad, because I took all the bits out of her. The camera was in the video transmitter and the camera were both in the new Wings. No, which one did they go in? The camera and the video transmitter ended up in the Hornet FPV flying wing, so she lives on in there. I kept the big chunks of the EPO so that I got spare parts for other models, so she will live on forever in many more models. So it's not sad times, just like the first Tech Sumo, which I stuffed in beyond repair. She still lives on. My original Wing Z84. She still lives on in many models for years to come. Happy days. So on that note, I am actually personally very glad that I did re-record this episode. It allowed me to become a little bit more focused on some of the things which I wanted to cover with you today. Just quickly recap what we've covered. Number 1, today is a flying day. I've not been out all week, so I am very much looking forward to that. I will be testing out those new 5200 milliamp 4S packs. I got a fake motor from eBay. No new Hobby King deals. No surprise there, really, is there? It's been a bit of a flop so far. The Talon build is progressing. I don't know if I'm going to get to the Vector episode to recording that today, but that is the next major thing which I need to do for the mini Talon. Oh, good news! Good news! C1 Chaser. If you would like to see the first impressions on the C1 Chaser, that will be in the Facebook group, and the link to the Facebook group is in the video description. And Yes, I am aged 12 and 1/4, and it really does feel like Christmas morning right now. Come on, look, I don't, well, I vape, but I don't smoke, I don't drink, I haven't got too many bad habits, and the missus tolerates me buying models. So, yeah, things can be a lot worse than buying an odd model. Alright, buying the occasional new model, especially one like this one, where if it's half as good as a wing with a bigger wingspan and not the size of the small continent like the Phantom FX61, that is going to be happy days. Hammy and the interference line to be also covered. No hole in my doodah. That was really annoying. Stick that in the filing cabinet. And yeah, like I said, Gearbest got in touch and about their 1111 cells. Yeah, thank you, Gearbest, and I genuinely do mean that, because they sent me a Runcam Swift. What a brilliant FPV camera. So I'll put links to those bits, and you can use the search and you can have a nose for yourself. As we saw, I wanted to take a different slant and show you some of the items which I've been personally purchased off Gearbest. They've been great. What more can you say? You know? So on that note, I have got Stone Cold. Am I going to drink it? My favourite. Stone Cold coffee. It's black as well. They put milk in it. That really spoils it. So on that note, from myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me today. And happy days. If you're out flying today, drag the nuts off it. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. So on that note, from myself, Matt, cheerios.